Hey everyone, Professor Akali here, bringing you a video on a topic that I feel like most people have never even considered thinking about, but that topic is when suiciding for a single kill is a good idea. Just like in the CS versus kills video, this falls under the whole not thinking black and white mentality, and rather thinking what would be most beneficial for your team and in the game. So let's get right into the situations where I found it's actually a good idea to suicide for a kill. Now the most obvious situation is when the enemy team has a fed carry that is destroying your team and you're the only one that can quickly burst them down. Or maybe they were poked down or were just low health in a team fight and you are able to jump on them for a quick kill knowing that it'll be the death of you. Well, in these situations, suiciding for a single kill on a valuable target definitely can be worth it depending on your value as a teammate versus the enemy carry's value as an enemy. A way to think about this is by thinking of the amount of threat each player in your game possesses towards the enemy team. If the enemy team has a Vayne that has 10 kills, whereas you are a Syndra with 5 kills, and you also have a Lucian with 5 kills, you are actually able to suicide for a single kill, and it would be worth it. Because the enemy team's Vayne has 10 kills, whereas you only has 5, if you are able to suicide for a 1-for-1 trade, what happens is the enemy team loses 10 kills worth of gold, whereas your team loses 5 kills worth of gold. This is the most basic way to think about it, but it definitely goes a lot more in depth. For example, AD carries are by far the most valuable target in the late game, especially the hyper carries with extremely high DPS and low mobility, champions like Jinx, Vayne, and Kog'Maw. Another way to think about this is say that you do 30% of your team's damage and the other 3 damage rolls on your team do the rest, while on the enemy team's carry does around 50 to 80% of the damage because they are either fed and or a late game champion, then clearly their life is more valuable than yours, meaning it would be a net gain for your team versus their team if both of you were to die in a 1-for-1 trade. Basically, if you're able to kill a high damage, high value target on the enemy team, even if it costs your medium damage, medium value life, it is worth it. The second situation where suiciding can be beneficial is in lane when the enemy laner or laners are relatively low and have a large wave to farm. Say you are Kennen mid that has just hit level 6 and the level 5 enemy Twisted Fate is around half health and is about to farm a lot of creeps under his tower. Well, if you know it would be a guaranteed kill, but you may not escape the tower without dying, it would be worth suiciding for a 1-for-1 kill trade because you will be denying the enemy a lot of creep score. That's it for the video, guys. I wanted to mention this topic in a video as just something to put in the back of your minds and to help make you more of a thinking, high-level player.